Hey, I'm Alexander, and today we'll take a look at QKZ HBB IEM, which is the result of collaboration between QKZ and the Hawaiian Bad Boy, also known on YouTube as Bad Guy Good Audio Reviews. This unit was kindly provided by Linsol in exchange for my honest review. As always, I'm not paid to say anything in particular about the product, and all thoughts and opinions in today's episode are my own. QKZ HBB is an ultra-budget single dynamic driver IEM that features a 10mm titanium-coated diaphragm driver, and it's available in two versions, with and without the microphone. The IEM currently retails for $20 US. The IEMs come in a small carton box. On the front and on the back of the box there's an illustration of the IEMs. In the box we have QKZ HBB IEMs, the detachable 2-pin silver-plated cable, and 6 sets of silicone ear tips. Impedance of the IEMs is 22 ohms, sensitivity is 115 dB. Cable is removable and has 0.78mm 2-pin connectors. Now let's talk about design and build. The shells are quite large and are constructed from 2 pieces of plastic glued together. The faceplate that carries a QKZ and HBB logos has an aluminum alloy rim around it. The logos are etched directly into faceplate, and this gives this IEM quite a distinctive look. The plastic is kind of smoky black plastic, but it's still transparent to a degree, so you can see the driver configuration. There's also one small vent on the inside part of each IEM. The nozzles are made from metal, they're on the shorter side and quite thick. There's a metal mesh at the end of each nozzle and also a small lip that helps with ear tips retainment. The IEMs feature 2-pin connectors and come with 6 sets of silicone ear tips. All tests in my review has been performed using the stock ear tips. Overall, for $20 US, the build quality is great, and I liked how these IEMs look. Now a couple of words about fit and comfort. The shells are large in size, but they're light and have ergonomic shape. The nozzles are on the shorter side, but finding a good fit and seal wasn't a problem at all. I've been using this pair for extended periods of time, and the IEMs are comfortable. The cable that comes with this IEM is okay, especially considering this is an ultra-budget IEM. It's 1.2 meters long, silver-plated cable with an angled 3.5mm connector on one end and 2 0.78mm 2-pin connectors on the other ends. It also features Y-splitter and pre-molded ear hooks. The cable is low in microphonics, but using a better cable with this pair will definitely increase the fit and comfort. Now let's talk about the sound. Please note that all sound impressions I'm sharing on my channel are completely subjective, so please take them with a grain of salt. QKZ HBB is a collab IEM, and it's based on Hawaiian Bad Boy's own tuning and sound optimization preferences. This IEM have a warm sound signature, basically a V-shaped, with a good frequency extension and surprisingly dynamic sound for an ultra-budget IEM. I had no issues driving the set from my Samsung Galaxy S10 that was able to bring this pair to my comfort level of volume with some additional headroom left. The sub-bass on this pair is well extended and has a good amount of rumble and authority. It goes quite deep and bass-heavy tracks sound engaging. The mid-bass also has a good weight, impact, and it hits hard. Bass details are average, but busy musical passages don't sound muddy thanks to the bass speed. The mid-range on this IEM is a bit recessed, smooth and lush. The lower mids have a nice warmth and add additional weight to male vocals. I also wouldn't call lower mids the most natural, as there's a lot of bass bleed in this region. But because of that, male vocals sound thick and lively. Upper mids are more forward and energetic without being harsh or sibilant. The upper mids are also better defined, have more details and sound more natural to me than the lower mids. The treble is well extended and energetic, but at the same time it's smooth and non-fatiguing. The treble doesn't have a lot of air and sparkle, but it's lively enough to add necessary clarity to the overall mix. At the same time, the treble works really well with the warm tonality of this IEM, which makes this tuning very comfortable during long listening sessions. The soundstage width and depth is above average. Separation of instruments is not the strongest part of this IEM, and I'd say it's about average. Resolution and detail retrieval, while not class leading, is good enough to pull out the necessary details during the playback. Imaging, on the other hand, is good, and I can easily locate everything within my music. Nothing is out of place, which is all we should be asking at this price tag. Let's summarize. In my opinion, QKZ HBB has got a solid tuning for an ultra-budget IEM, which makes it a good all-rounder. Well done QKZ and HBB. Pros: attractive pricing, excellent design, good and comfortable fit, dynamic and engaging sound, excellent bass response, full and rich vocals, enough details in the treble, and a good soundstage and imaging for a pair of ultra-budget IEMs. Cons: honestly, at this price point, I don't think this IEM has any real cons. However, I will mention that this pair won't be appealing to those who seek neutral tonality, extensive detail retrieval, or technicalities. In addition, the amount of bass can be too much for some listeners. Overall, this IEM is fun to listen, and I especially liked its musical, engaging, lively, and slightly laid-back character. And I can easily recommend this pair to anyone looking for a well-tuned ultra-budget IEM with a warm tonality. Alright guys, that's all from me for today, and I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the bell icon to receive new video updates. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.